The alien hospital was cold, silent, and full of fear. Blue lights flickered along the long hallway, and every sound echoed like a warning. In the last room of the West Wing, a small alien girl named Lyra lay weak on her bed. Skin, normally bright and shining, had become pale, like fading moonlight. Strange glowing veins pulsed softly under her skin, each pulse slower than the last. Doctors whispered around her. They spoke in low voices, as if loud words could break her remaining life. "There is no chance," one doctor said. "She will not survive the next sunrise." Another replied. Lyra's mother stood beside the bed, holding her daughter's tiny hairs were falling down her face. She wanted to scream, to fight, to beg, but she had no strength left. She had heard the same words for weeks now. No chance, no chance, no chance. But Lyra was still breathing, even if weakly. Her little chest rose and fell, like a fragile flower trying to live in a storm. At that moment, someone entered the hospital, a human. His name was Adam Carter. A human engineer who had come to this alien moon to fix a broken energy generator for the city. He had no connection to the hospital, no reason to be in that hallway, and no idea that his steps would change a life forever. But fate had different plans. Adam walked past the room but suddenly stopped. He heard a soft, painful cry, a cry so small, so weak, that it almost disappeared into the air. Something inside him told him to turn around. He looked through the open door and saw the little alien girl on the bed. For a moment, he stood silently. Then he took a slow step inside. Lyra's mother looked up, surprised and confused. The doctors turned to him with annoyance. "This area is restricted," one doctor snapped. Adam ignored the harsh voice. He looked at Lyra, then at the strange machine beside her, a life support device glowing with unstable light. "What happened to her?" Adam asked gently. The mother wiped her tears. "Her energy core is failing. Our medicine cannot help her anymore." Adam walked closer, studying the machine. The device was old, shaking with weak sparks. Some parts were bent, some wires were burned. Anyone could see the problem if they cared enough to look closely. But the alien doctors did not care. They had already decided she had no chance. "I think this device is not working properly," Adam said. The head doctor laughed softly. "Human, you do not understand our technology. You cannot fix this." Adam touched the machine gently and frowned. The energy pulse was unstable, almost violent. "This could be hurting her even more," he said. The mother stepped forward. "Please, if you know something, please help." His doctors immediately stepped between them. "No," one said. "This is alien medical science. Humans cannot interfere." Adam took a slow breath. He could walk away. He could listen to the rules. He could pretend he didn't hear that weak cry from the girl. But then Lyra opened her glowing, fading eyes. She looked straight at him. Her voice was tiny, like a crack in the wind. "Please, don't leave." Those words hit Adam like lightning. He knelt beside her bed. "I won't," he whispered. "Human, stop." The head doctor shouted, but Adam ignored him again. He checked the machine more carefully, tracing each cable. The more he saw, the more shocked he became. "This thing is wired completely wrong," Adam said. "It's draining her, not helping her." The mother covered her mouth in fear and hope. The doctors scoffed. "Humans see everything wrong. You cannot understand our science." Adam slowly opened his toolkit. Tools gleamed under the blue hospital lights. "What are you doing?" a guard barked. Adam looked at Lyra again. Her chest was barely rising now. Every breath sounded like the last one she might ever take. "I'm giving her a chance," he said. The mother whispered, trembling, "Can you save her?" Adam's eyes were firm, focused. "I don't know, but I'm going to try." The doctors stepped back, thinking he would embarrass himself. Some even smirked. They were all sure this human Could do nothing. Adam began disconnecting damaged wires, replacing parts, tightening bolts, adjusting energy flow. He worked fast, with sharp, confident movements. The mother watched with shaking hands. The doctors watched with angry eyes. Lyra watched with fading hope. Finally, Adam looked at the mother and said, "I just need one night." The mother's heart shook. One night? That was all the time her daughter had left anyway. The room fell silent, and the question hung in the air like heavy smoke. Can a human do what alien doctors could not? The night outside the alien hospital was quiet, but inside the room everything felt tense, like the air was holding its breath. Adam Carter stood beside Lyra's bed, a small flashlight strapped to his head, tools spread around him in perfect order. He looked like a soldier preparing for a battle he might not win, but he was ready to fight anyway. The doctors had left the room with irritated faces. They believed Adam would fail. They believed Lyra was already gone. Only her mother stayed, sitting on a chair, hands shaking, eyes red from crying. "Human, can you really help her?" she asked softly, her voice breaking. Adam didn't answer. Immediately, he was studying the machine again, the old alien life support device that was supposed to keep Lyra alive. It hummed weakly, flickering like a dying lantern. Finally, Adam spoke. "Your doctors treat this machine like it is a holy object," he said. "But to me, it looks like a broken radio with fancy lights." Lyra's mother blinked. She did not understand human tools. She did not understand human bravery. But she understood one thing: this human cared more than all her doctors combined. Adam took a long breath. "I will do everything I can," he said. "I can't promise, but I won't walk away. Not while she still fights to breathe." Lyra moved slightly, her glowing eyes opening halfway. She was so weak that even blinking took effort. Her small voice came out like wind slipping through a crack. "Are you still here?" she whispered. Adam smiled softly. "Yes, I'm not going anywhere." Her thin lips curved into a tiny smile before she fell back into a restless sleep. But time was not on her side. Adam checked her vitals on the screen. Her energy pulse was dropping again. He needed to work fast. He opened the machine fully. The inside was a mess: crossed wires, damaged circuits, leaking energy cells. Whoever built it had designed it to function under perfect conditions, but did not think about what to do when something went wrong. "This is why alien engineers scare me," Adam muttered to himself. Lyra's mother leaned closer. "What do you see?" "A system that is failing her," Adam replied. "And one mistake away from shutting down completely." Outside, footsteps echoed, a doctor returning. He stormed into the room. "You humans don't listen," the head doctor said angrily. "You will harm the child. We demand you stop right now." Adam didn't even look up. "Then fix her yourselves." The doctor froze. He could not answer. Mother stepped between Adam and the doctor. "He is the only one who tried. He is the only one who cares. Let him continue." The doctor clenched his jaw, frustrated, but after a long moment, he left without another word. Adam continued working, using human logic to solve alien problems. He disconnected the faulty energy cell, replaced burnt wires with his own insulated cables, rerouted power through a stabilizer he built on the spot. His hands moved fast, but careful, like he had done this 1,000 times. But then a sudden alarm beeped. Lyra's pulse dropped sharply. Her mother gasped. "Oh, what is happening?" Adam's heart tightened. He quickly checked the readings. "The core inside her is failing faster than the machine can support," he said. "Her body is calling for help, but the machine is answering too slowly." He turned his tools aside and pulled a small device from his bag, a human micro-energy booster, normally used for broken power tools. Lyra's mother looked confused. "What is that?" "A chance," Adam said simply. He connected the booster to the alien machine. Blue sparks jumped for a moment, dangerous, unstable. "Please, Work, please, Adam whispered. The machine steadied for a second. Then it shook violently. Lyra's body jerked. Her mother screamed. Adam grabbed the machine tightly, trying to control the surge. "Come on," he shouted, and then everything went silent. The lights dimmed. The machine powered down. Lyra's chest stopped moving. Her mother fell to her knees, crying uncontrollably. "No, no, please." Adam's hands trembled. He quickly pressed on Lyra's chest, checking for any sign of life. Nothing. The room felt like death had swallowed all the air. Adam lowered his head, breathing heavily. He whispered to himself, "Not like this. Not after everything." He reached toward Lyra's small hand. But then, a soft, faint glow appeared in her chest. Lyra's fingers twitched. A tiny pulse flickered beneath her skin. Adam's eyes widened. "She's still fighting," he said. Her mother gasped with hope. "Is she alive?" "Yes," Adam said. "Barely, but she is still here." He stood up with new determination. "I'm not giving up. If she hasn't stopped fighting, neither will I." He grabbed his tools again. He had one night, one chance, one fragile heartbeat to protect, and Adam Carter the human everyone underestimated drift to lose. The hospital room felt colder than ever. Strange shadows stretched across the walls, and the machines hummed with an uneasy rhythm. Adam Carter stood beside Lyra's bed, sweat dripping from his forehead. His hands were steady, but his heartbeat, was racing like a drum of war. Lyra was alive, but only by a thread. Her soft glow flickered weakly, like a candle fighting against a storm. Her mother stood behind Adam, whispering prayers in her alien tongue, her voice shaking with fear and hope. She watched every little movement Adam made, trusting him more than anyone she had ever trusted before. Adam checked the machine again. The human booster he connected was working, but it was unstable. Sparks jumped from the cables, and the device vibrated dangerously. "This booster wasn't made for this kind of job," Adam murmured. "But it's keeping her alive. For now." Lyra's mother stepped closer. "What more do you need to save her?" Adam paused. He didn't want to scare her, but he had to speak the truth. "She needs a new core stabilizer," he said. "Something stronger. Something stable. Something made from both human and alien technology." The mother looked confused. "But humans don't know our designs." Adam smiled slightly. "Maybe not. But sometimes outsiders see things differently." He opened his toolkit and pulled out several small parts-huma energy chips. Wires, connectors, tiny glowing crystals he collected from repairing alien machines earlier that week. "I will build her a hybrid stabilizer," he said. The mother stared at him with wide eyes, unsure if she should be terrified or filled with hope. "But can it work?" she whispered. Adam looked at Lyra, who lay motionless except for her slow pulse. "She deserves a chance," he said, "and I'm going to give it to her." He began assembling the new stabilizer on a small table near the bed. His hands moved quickly, mixing human engineering with alien power crystals. Every click, every connection, every wire felt like a race against time. Minutes passed, then an hour, then another. Meanwhile, Lyra's breaths became weaker. Her mother noticed and grabbed Adam's arm. "Her glow is fading." Adam rushed to the machine. The readings were dropping fast. "She's slipping away," he said, voice heavy. He grabbed the stabilizer he had been building. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't fully tested. But he had no more time left. "If I don't use it now, she won't survive," he said. Her mother nodded, tears running down her face. "Do it." Adam positioned the stabilizer near Lyra's chest. He connected the wires to the alien machine. He held the final cable in his hand, the one that would activate. Everything. He closed his eyes for a moment, whispering one last hope. "Hang on, Lyra. I'm here." He connected the final cable. Instantly, a bright flash exploded from the device. The room shook. The lights burst into bright blue. Lyra's body jerked up from the bed. Her mother screamed. Adam stepped back, shielding his face from the light. The machine howled with a strange alien home. A wave of glowing energy spread through the room, causing every screen to flicker. Then silence. All lights turned off. The machines powered down. The room went completely. Dark Adam stood frozen, unable to breathe. He looked at Lyra's small body lying still on the bed. He whispered, "No. No, come on." Her mother collapsed beside the bed, sobbing. "My baby, please, open your eyes." Adam grabbed a flashlight and shined it over Lyra. Her skin was pale. Her chest wasn't moving. No pulse on the screen. No glow. Nothing. "Please," Adam whispered, voice breaking. "Don't leave us." He touched her tiny hand. "Cold gut." He shook his head desperately. "This can't be the end." He pressed lightly on her chest, trying to find any sign of life. Nothing. The hybrid stabilizer lay quiet, its glow gone. Then a soft flick, a tiny spark. A small pulse of light appeared inside Lyra's chest. Adam froze. Her mother gasped, covering her mouth in disbelief. Lyra's chest rose slightly. Then again, her skin glowed faintly, weak, but alive. Adam felt hope explode inside him. "She's coming back," he shouted. The stabilizer began to glow again, slow, steady, gentle. Lyra's eyes fluttered open, just a little. She mouthed a silent word, but no sound came out. Adam leaned closer. "What is it?" Her lips moved again. "Hurts." A whisper, tiny, but alive. Her mother burst into tears of joy. Adam smiled softly and placed his hand over hers. "It's okay. You're here. You're alive." But inside, he knew the truth. She was alive but not safe. The stabilizer was only a temporary fix, and the alien doctors would not be happy. Someone would come. Someone would question him. Someone would try to stop him. But Adam didn't care. Lyra took another weak breath. She looked at him with fear and hope mixed in her glowing eyes. "Will I be okay?" she asked. Adam tightened his jaw. "With me here," he said. "You're not going anywhere." The real fight was just beginning. The morning light finally reached the alien hospital, but the warm sun could not remove the cold fear inside the building. Nurses whispered down every hallway. Doctors avoided each other's eyes. Everyone felt the same uncomfortable truth. A human had done the impossible. Inside Lyra's room, Adam sat on a small metal chair, exhausted but awake. His eyes were red, his hands still dirty from tools and wires. He had not slept. He couldn't not when Lyra's life depended on every second. Lyra lay quietly, her glow now soft and steady. The hybrid stabilizer hummed beside her bed, glowing with warm, golden blue light. It was not strong, but it was enough to keep her alive. Her mother held her hand, whispering gentle words. For the first time in weeks, her voice was filled with hope instead of fear. Then heavy footsteps echoed in the hallway. Not one set many. Adam stood up instantly. The door slid open, and a group of alien officials entered. Their armor shined like polished stone, their faces serious. Behind them was the head doctor, his expression cold and tight. The Talus official stepped forward. He had 4 thin horns and eyes like burning amber full of authority and suspicion. "I am High Investigator Terran of the Galactic Medical Council," he said. "We are here to examine the event." Adam stood straight. "You mean saving her life?" A few soldiers tightened their grips on their weapons. Terran raised a hand, stopping them. "Human," he said calmly. "Our records show that Lyra had no chance of survival. Yet now she lives. That creates questions." Lyra's mother quickly stepped in front of Adam. "He saved her. If you had done your job, my daughter would not be dying in the first place. The officials murmured among themselves. Terran's eyes narrowed. We do not question your emotions, Terran said, but we must question the method. He walked toward the machine Adam had built. The stabilizer emitted a soft hum, mixing human technology with glowing alien crystals. This device should not exist, Terran muttered. Human engineering and alien energy are not compatible. They should overload or destroy each other. Adam crossed his arms. Maybe no alien tried it because they believed it was impossible. Terran slowly turned to him. Do you believe humans understand alien science? No, Adam replied. But I understand broken machines. And she was broken because of your machine, not mine. Gasps filled the room. The head doctor stepped forward in anger. How dare you insult our technology? Our machines are the finest in the Empire. Adam pointed to burnt wires inside the old device. Then why was this killing her? Silence. The officials examined the old machine. They whispered among themselves, confused and embarrassed. Lyra's mother stepped closer to Terran. Please, my daughter is alive. That is what matters. But Terran crossed his hands behind his back. Your daughter is alive for now. We must inspect her condition. We must ensure this human's actions did not cause hidden damage. Adam moved between them. She's stable. You mess with the stabilizer, she might not stay that way. Terran looked annoyed. Human, you will step aside. We must check the girl. No, Adam said firmly. The soldiers stepped forward, ready to force him away. But then a small, weak voice whispered, Adam, stay. Everyone froze. Lyra's eyes opened slowly. She looked at the officials with fear, then at Adam with trust. Terran stared at the child in disbelief. She is conscious. Lyra nodded weakly. He helped me when no one else tried. Her mother cried quietly. Adam gently held Lyra's hand. I'm here. Terran took a long breath and signaled the soldiers to lower their weapons. This is highly irregular, he said, voice softer now. The council will want answers. A human performing a medical miracle is dangerous for political balance. Adam stepped forward. She wasn't a miracle. She was a child. Someone just needed to care enough to try. Terran studied him for several long seconds. His expression changed in anger. Not approval, but something new. Curiosity. We will not take her, Terran finally said. Not yet, but we will observe. The officials left as quietly as they came, whispering among themselves. Lyra's mother breathed out in relief. Thank the stars. Adam sat back down, shoulders relaxing for the first time. But deep inside, he felt uneasy. If the Empire learned he built a device stronger than their medical technology, if they realized a human could fix what their top doctors couldn't, if they feared humans were becoming too capable, then danger was coming. Adam looked at Lyra's glowing eyes and whispered, We're not done yet. They're going to come back. Lyra squeezed his hand softly. I'm not scared, she said. Not if you stay. Adam smiled weakly. I'm not going anywhere. But outside the room, unknown to them, the jealous alien doctor watched with furious eyes, and he was already planning his revenge. For the next few hours, the hospital slowly calmed down. The soldiers left the halls. The investigators went to write reports. Even the angry head doctor stopped shouting and disappeared behind closed doors. But inside Lyra's room, everything felt warm and peaceful. Lyra was awake now, weak, but alive. Her glow, once fading like dying moonlight, now shone softly like a morning star. Every time she blinked, her mother smiled in relief. Every breath she took felt like a small victory. Adam sat beside her bed, rebuilding a few parts of the stabilizer. He worked slowly this time, not with panic, but with care almost, like a father fixing something for his child. Lyra watched him with sleepy eyes. You built that for me, she whispered. Adam looked up. Yes, I built it because you deserved another chance. She smiled softly. Humans are different. Her mother nodded. Yes, very different, and very rare. Adam chuckled. I'm not special. I just couldn't walk away. Lyra stared at the glowing stabilizer connected to her chest. Is it forever? Adam shook his head. No, it's not strong enough to last forever. It will keep you alive for now. But your core needs something better. Something permanent. Her mother's eyes widened with fear. So she is still in danger. Adam nodded slowly. Yes, but I have an idea. He reached into his bag and pulled out a small metal shell, circular, smooth, and engraved with human symbols. Inside it were tiny wires and a glowing human energy chip. Lyra blinked. What is that? Adam smiled. A gift. For you. Her mother stepped closer, curious but cautious. What kind of gift? Adam held the device carefully. This is a human energy charm. On Earth, we use it to protect weak engines, small machines, even fragile satellites. But I changed it a bit. Now, it can help protect her core too. He opened the charm. The golden blue light inside flickered like a tiny heartbeat. Lyra reached out her small hand. Her mother moved to stop her, but Adam shook his head gently. It's okay. It won't hurt her. Lyra took the charm in her palm. The moment she touched it, the charm glowed brighter. Warm light spread across her fingers and up her arm. Her pale skin brightened. Her breathing became easier. Even the beeping machine steadied. Her mother gasped. It's working. Adam nodded. It reacts to her energy. It will help her grow stronger every day. Lyra looked at him with awe. Why would you make something like this for me? Adam looked at the small girl for a long moment before answering, because no child should fight alone. Her mother's eyes filled with tears again. But this time they were tears of gratitude. But the peace did not last. A sharp knock hit the door. The head doctor entered, his face tight with jealousy and anger. His hands were behind his back, hiding something. Adam stood quickly. What now? The doctor forced a smile. I came to congratulate you. But his voice sounded fake, bitter. He moved closer to the stabilizer Adam built. A human making alien medical devices. Such a strange thing. Adam didn't trust him. Lyra's mother stepped protectively between the doctor and her daughter. We don't need your approval, she said sharply. The doctor laughed quietly. The Empire will decide that. He reached behind his back and pulled out a small chip, a data recorder filled with Adam's design scans. Adam froze. You took my blueprints. The doctor smirked. The council will take them. Then his eyes turned cold. And you, human, will be blamed for breaking medical laws. Lyra gasped. No, he saved me. The doctor ignored her and stepped forward to remove the stabilizer. Adam shouted, but the doctor grabbed the device anyway. Instantly, a burst of white-blue energy exploded from the stabilizer. The room shook. The machines flickered. The walls vibrated. The doctor stumbled back, eyes wide in terror. What is this power? Adam grabbed Lyra, shielding her with his body. Lyra cried out, but the charm in her hand glowed brighter, calming her core. Adam glared at the doctor. You almost killed her. The doctor trembled. This technology, it is more powerful than our own. This is dangerous. You are dangerous. He turned and ran out of the room. Adam held Lyra close. Her shaking slowly stopped as the charm stabilized her energy. Her mother knelt beside them. He will bring soldiers, she whispered. They will take you away. They will take her away. Adam looked at Lyra's glowing charm. No, he said firmly. No one is taking her. He placed his hand on the stabilizer and spoke with fierce determination. I didn't save her so someone else could destroy her. Lyra looked at him with trust shining in her eyes. You won't leave me? She asked softly. Adam shook his head. Never. But deep in the hospital hallway, alarms started ringing. The Empire was coming. The alarms echoed across the entire hospital like warning cries from a dying star. Bright red lights flashed through the halls, and the air felt heavy, filled with fear, tension, and something far worse. Uncertainty. Adam stood protectively beside Lyra's bed, while her mother locked the door from inside. The charm in Lyra's hand glowed softly, comforting her small, trembling body. But outside the room, footsteps rushed, doors opened, and angry voices rose. "They are coming," Lyra whispered weakly. Adam looked at her with calm eyes, but inside his chest his heart pounded hard. "Don't worry, I'm here." Lyra reached out her hand, and Adam held it gently. The stabilizer hummed with soft energy, keeping her alive but barely. She was stable, yet fragile, like a glowing glass orb that could break with one wrong touch. Suddenly, a loud boom hit the hallway. Her mother jumped. What was that? Adam frowned. Something exploded. They didn't know it yet, but the jealous head doctor was deep in the lab, trying to copy Adam's hybrid design. His anger, fear, and jealousy had blinded him. He believed, if he could create the same stabilizer, he could prove humans were inferior. But he had no idea how human technology worked. Inside the lab, sparks flew everywhere. The doctor connected a crystal to a human chip the wrong way, causing a violent surge of energy. The machine he built shook violently. Lights flickered. The walls trembled. "No, no, no," the doctor shouted as his device overloaded. A second boom erupted. This time, the shockwave spread across the hospital. Adam grabbed Lyra and lowered her onto the bed before the lights flickered in their room too. "What is happening?" Lyra cried, weak and scared. "It's the doctor," Adam said with a tight jaw. "He tried to copy the stabilizer. He messed it up." Her mother gasped. "He might destroy the whole building." Another explosion rocked the floor. Distant screams echoed from the hallway. Sirens wailed loudly. Emergency lights flashed. Shaking dust fell from the ceiling. Adam turned to Lyra's mother. "We need to get her out of here." But the stabilizer wires were still connected to her chest. "If we remove it too fast," her mother said, panicking, "she could die." Adam looked at the wires, the beeping screens, the charm in her palm. She was too fragile to move, too unstable. "Then we stay," Adam said firmly. "We protect her here." Her mother nodded, tears falling. Outside, footsteps pounded the floor. Soldiers ran past the door, shouting orders. "Evacuate level 3. Contain the energy surge. Find the human." Adam clenched his jaw. "They're looking for me." Lyra squeezed his hand. "Because you saved me." Suddenly, a huge explosion, bigger than the last, shook the entire building. The door to Lyra's room cracked. One of the ceiling lights broke and fell to the ground. The stabilizer flickered. Lyra gasped. Her glow dimmed. "Adam," she whispered in fear, "it's hurting again." Adam rushed to the stabilizer. "Hold on, I just need to boost the energy flow." Her mother placed her hands over her mouth, terrified. Adam reconnected a wire, tightened a screw, and reactivated the charms link. The stabilizer glowed again. Lyra sighed in relief. Her glow returned slowly. But then the door burst open. It wasn't soldiers. It was the jealous doctor. He looked wild hair messy, eyes full of fear. His lab coat burned with black marks from explosions. "You," he shouted at Adam. "This is all because of you. Your device, your human trickery, your lies." Adam stood between him and Lyra. "You almost killed everyone. You tried to steal something you didn't even understand." The doctor pointed a shaking finger at Lyra. "Her core energy. It is growing. This shouldn't be possible. Humans shouldn't be capable of this." Adam took a step forward, voice cold. "You never cared about her life. You only cared about your pride." The doctor roared with fury and lunged toward the stabilizer. "No," Lyra screamed. Before Adam could stop him, the doctor ripped out a cable. The stabilizer flashed violently. Energy burst through the room. The machine sparked. Lyra screamed in pain. Adam pushed the doctor away, sending him crashing into the wall. Her mother ran to Lyra. "Baby, stay with me." Adam grabbed the stabilizer. It was unstable, and overloading like the doctor's failed machine. If it exploded, everything in the room would be destroyed. Adam shouted, "Lyra, hold the charm tight. Focus on it." Lyra held the charm with shaking hands. Her eyes squeezed shut. Her body trembled. Then something incredible happened. Her glow grew. Brighter, brighter, brighter. The charm absorbed the unstable energy. Her small body stabilized the surge with pure instinct. The room filled with warm, powerful light. Adam stepped back in awe. Her mother gasped. Lyra, you're controlling it. Lyra opened her glowing eyes and whispered, I want to protect. Adam. The stabilizer calmed. The explosion stopped. The room went quiet. The head doctor stared in shock. This is impossible. Adam placed a gentle hand on Lyra's head. You did it, he whispered. You saved us. Lyra smiled weakly. You saved me first. Her mother hugged her close. But outside, alarms still echoed, and the Empire was now fully aware. A human. And HFY had created something that changed everything. The hospital alarms finally went silent, but the echo of chaos remained in everyone's hearts. Smoke drifted through the halls. Broken lights flickered. Soldiers, doctors, and nurses rushed back and forth, trying to control the damage the jealous doctor had caused. But inside Lyra's room, there was calm, warm golden blue light filled. The space coming from Lyra herself. She held the charm close to her chest, breathing softly, her glow steady and strong. Adam sat beside her bed, exhausted but proud. Her mother stood near the door, keeping watch, tears of relief still shining. In her eyes, Adam, Lyra whispered, Did I really stop the explosion? Adam smiled softly. Yes. You protected everyone. She blinked slowly. I didn't want you to get hurt. Adam felt his chest tighten. I wasn't going to leave you. Not even for a second. But their peaceful moment didn't last. Heavy footsteps approached, slow, organized. Official. The door opened. High Investigator Terran entered with 2 elite guards. His armor was scorched from the earlier explosions. His eyes scanned the room first, the broken machines, then the unconscious, jealous doctor lying on the floor, and finally Lyra glowing softly on her bed. Everyone held their breath. Terran walked forward with careful steps. His face showed confusion, anger, disbelief, and something new. Respect. What happened here? He asked. Adam stood up. Your doctor tried to copy my device. He failed. Almost destroyed the hospital. Terran looked at the doctor on the floor with disappointment. He acted alone, without permission. That will be handled. Then he turned to Lyra. His eyes widened. She wasn't weak anymore. She wasn't fading. Her energy core glowed brighter than any alien child he had ever seen. How is she alive? Terran whispered. Adam answered calmly. Because she didn't fight alone? Lyra's mother stepped forward. Your doctors gave up on her. They said she had no chance. She pointed at Adam, gave her hope, when your science did not. Terran looked at Adam carefully. Human, you broke medical laws. You built a forbidden device. You mixed technologies that should not be mixed. You interfered with our operations? Adam nodded slowly. I know, her mother gasped. Don't take him away, please. Lyra grabbed Adam's hand tightly. No. Don't hurt him. Terran raised his hand, stopping the guards from moving. Then he spoke. I said you broke laws, but you also saved a life. His voice softened. A life our doctors failed to save. He walked closer to Adam. And you stopped an explosion that could have killed hundreds. His eyes moved to Lyra. And the girl, she stabilized. The energy surge. Using your charm. Adam nodded. She did. Terran inhaled deeply. This is beyond medicine. This is evolution. The room fell silent. Lyra's glow brightened as if responding to his words. The charm pulsed in her hand with warm light. She's not only healed, Terran said softly. She is stronger than she should ever be. This child, she is living. Proof of something unbelievable. Lyra looked scared. Is that, Ed? Terran knelt beside her, bade a gesture of deep respect among his people. It is not bad, he said. It is historic. Her mother covered her mouth, overwhelmed. Adam? frowned slightly. So, what happens now? Terran stood slowly and turned to the guards. Send a message to the Empire, he ordered. Prepare the highest honor ceremony. Adam blinked. Honor? For what? Terran looked at him with serious eyes. For showing us what humans truly are. The guards left immediately. Lyra whispered, You? Honor Adam? Terran nodded. Yes. The Empire must recognize the human who saved a child we failed to protect. Placed his hand gently over Lyra's forehead. And the child whose courage and light saved all of us. Her mother sobbed with relief. Adam felt warm emotion in his chest. I didn't do this for honor. I did it because it was right. Terran nodded. Exactly. And that is why you deserve it. Later, in the Grand Hall of the Empire, aliens from every region gathered. High nobles, scientists, soldiers, leaders. They stood as Adam walked in, wearing simple human clothes. Looking nervous, Lyra walked beside him, holding his hand. She glowed brighter than the hall lights. Her charm pulsed softly, symbolizing a bond between two species who were once strangers. Terran raised his voice to the entire hall. This human saved a life when we could not. He broke rules, yes, but he broke them to save a child. And sometimes, a rule breaker shows us the truth. He turned to Lyra, and this child proved something even greater. Human compassion and alien life can join together and create miracles. Every alien bowed deeply. Adam stood frozen, shocked. Lyra hugged him tightly. Adam, they bowed to you. Adam knelt and hugged her back. No, he whispered. They bowed to us. The hall erupted in applause. The Empire had finally learned. Humans don't save with power. They save with heart, and that heart had changed the galaxy forever.